Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris? Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, you heard us. Okay, good. All right, so before we start with the Everything Show, I do want to say that, yes, you will have the Real Hoovians cast tonight. I did see Resolution. We have to get caught up with everybody else that didn't see it yet. It's going to air, I guess, 9, right, Chris, or 8 or whatever?
I think it's supposed to be 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. So when everybody sees it, we will do it tonight, probably 10 o'clock my time. So that being said, we're going to do the Everything Show now, and Chris is going to talk about the Predator stuff, right?
Yeah. So,
okay, so here we go.
Yeah, I guess this is going to be a follow-up to that other cast that we did.
Yeah, we keep doing casts on this Predator movie that we've never seen. So, okay.
Yeah, so we have another quote-unquote, I guess it's not really leaked because they officially revealed it. So we have another officially revealed ending that was going to be the ending for the Predator, but was scrapped because it's really stupid.
Right.
It's just really stupid.
Really stupid and confusing, and you would just not understand what's happening.
Yeah. So this is kind of connected to that other ending, I'm assuming.
Well, could you refresh it for people who didn't see?
So the actual ending to the Predator, and this is going to be spoilers, so you know, if you haven't seen the Predator yet or you want to see it, stop watching now.
Yeah.
The actual ending to the movie is that the outlaw Predator, the object that he was trying to give to humanity, turned out to be this so-called Predator Iron Man suit.
Right.
That is literally it's like a robot Predator that forms around a human being.
Okay.
And the reason he's giving this to humanity is because the Yautjas, which is the race that's the actual name of the Predator race.
Yautjas,
yeah.
That's good. We have a name. That's good.
Yeah, they are coming to invade the Earth because due to global warming, the atmosphere is to their liking, and they're moving in I guess. So the scrapped ending that we talked about last time was that in this other ending that they were going to go with, that instead of the Predator Iron Man suit, this so-called Predator killer object was not going to be an object at all. It was going to be a person.
Right.
And that person was apparently Ellen Ripley.
Right. Which made no sense because it was Ellen Ripley when she was in suspended animation, a young Ellen Ripley, supposedly.
Right. Now, at the time, a lot of people, myself included, were like, okay, it's probably not the Ellen Ripley we're thinking of.
Right.
Probably one from this universe.
Right.
And, the other alien stuff didn't happen.
Right.
We were all wrong.
Right.
Because the new ending that they talked about today had Newt, Rebecca from Aliens, as the Predator killer.
Right.
But here's the kicker. It wasn't young Newt, it was adult Newt.
Okay.
So that would mean that at some point, both Ellen Ripley and Newt, and I'm assuming Hicks too, because there's a number on the bottom of these pods, that I guess correspond to them, and I think Newt said 003.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that means Ripley, Newt, and Hicks.
Right.
But I don't know. We haven't seen Hicks yet. He might be revealed tomorrow. Who knows? But so at some point, I'm assuming after Aliens, they were going to say that somehow at least Ellen Ripley and Newt went into the past somehow and wound up at the end of the Predator.
Well, what about Hicks?
We don't know. We haven't seen him yet.
Okay. So, wait. So a young Newt or an older Newt went in the past?
Well, I mean, if they're saying it's after Aliens, it would have to be when she was
younger. But wouldn't it be they had all these adventures and then they're older and then they just in a pod, or no?
I don't know, because as far as we know, Newt died in Alien 3.
So if Newt is 30, then Ripley's like 50 or 60, right?
Well, they shouldn't have aged at all because they were in cryopods. So,
well, she was in the same cryopod as Ripley, right?
No, she was in a separate one.
Okay, well, here's the thing. In Alien 3, the cryopod that Newt and Hicks were in, they got infected by an alien. They died. They suffocated. Whatever. They drowned. Right.
Mm-hmm. They said. Well, they said she drowned.
In that timeline. And what about him? He died?
He died, I guess, in the crash.
Okay. So, in that timeline, it was just Ripley
Yes.
that survived. In a newer timeline, I guess none of that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess either they just went on a series of adventures or they just... See, it doesn't make any sense how she's
I'm assuming that you're right. I'm assuming that what they're trying to say is that
they encountered the Predator at some point in time.
At some point after Aliens, they either made it back to Earth or they encountered the Predators to the point where they survived long enough for Newt to grow up, which doesn't make any sense to me. And then,
right.
So I think what they're trying to say is that at some point they made it back to Earth after Aliens. Newt grew up like normal. Right. They encountered the Yautjas for some reason, and somehow somebody has time travel now.
See, here's the thing that doesn't make any sense. If you're not going to travel back in time because of the alien, why would you travel back in time because of the Predator?
The only thing I can think of, and this is
really why you scrapped the ending. Again.
Oh yeah. None of this is going anywhere.
This is why you scrapped the ending.
Yeah.
None of it makes sense.
My headcanon would be if they've encountered the Yautjas for some reason. My headcanon is that the reason they encountered them is because the Yautjas found out that there's this woman that had survived not one, but 2 encounters with xenomorphs, one of them being a queen xenomorph, which she killed.
Right.
And they're like, well, obviously she's the greatest warrior on their planet, so let's go hunt her. I guess.
And she kicked their ass.
Seems kind of weird to me, but, you know.
She probably kicked their ass.
Well, obviously, because they're calling them the Predator Killer.
Right.
So, I mean, but here's my thing. Who sent them back in time?
Yeah, this is like...
Why would the Predators capture them and then be like, you know what, we should really send them back in time?
See, first of all, like, none of this thing with the whole Predator stuff makes any effing sense. How they go hunt, and then look, we know that they hunt, they do it for sport. This was never about their planet's in jeopardy, we're gonna invade. It's about, hey, they're hunters. It's like going on vacation. Let me kill this person, bring back a trophy.
Right.
Their planet is fine. Somebody's developing technology for them to hunt. It's okay. Now we got all bullcrap that the planet's gonna die and that the hunters are just invaders, and it's getting, and now we're throwing time travel, which is totally like absolutely ridiculous.
You know what I'm thinking? If someone came to me and said, who do you think it was? Like, where do you think they were going with this? I would have to say that it was probably Weyland-Yutani that sent them back in time, because the face or the breather masks that they're wearing look like face huggers, right?
Well, that's a mistake, too. That's stupid.
Which is stupid, but we know that Weyland-Yutani is basically obsessed with the xenomorph and figuring out its biology. So what I'm thinking is what they were trying to do with this, apart from setting up like a new Alien versus Predator universe, I think what they were going to say is that at some point in the future, the Yautjas did invade, and they won. And then they're like, the only way we can save humanity is to send these 2 back in time, which is just a plot from Terminator.
Right.
So, I mean, like, what the hell are they saying?
No effing sense. And the guy that's with them, the actor, is from Terminator, which would make it totally be ridiculous that, oh, yeah, I'm just a different character, but I traveled back in time also to stop aliens instead of like an alien race that's called the Okasha, whatever the frig they are, Predators. Yautjas. And, yeah. So it will be believable that I'm typecast as a time traveler. It's like, okay.
It's literally like every day this movie just gets more ludicrous.
This reminds me of like Reddit, when people create these crazy theories about, people in Greece being dead, or like, this one's alive, this one's dead. Like, there's the stupidest thing. People have too much time on their hands. Like, this is just whoever came up with this nonsense, the fact that we're talking about it is such a headache to try to even, like, figure out what the hell they were thinking.
I think this is what they wanted, though.
They want.
I think they wanted people, since they're scrapped endings. You know, it doesn't really matter. I think they wanted to put this out there to see the reaction and then get people talking. And even if they're saying,
we've been talking about this, Chris. They've been trying to get people to buy the movie.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
It failed. So they made whiskey. They made deodorant. They made Predator destroys Rudolph and Santa. I mean, this is absolutely. For some reason, they won't let this movie go. Mm-hmm. They cannot accept defeat. So the movie's been out early December, and they're throwing all this stuff. Even if it's not on the Blu-ray or DVD, they'll give you a code, and you get a discount off the movie or something. You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. This is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I've never, ever seen a company try so hard to make one damn movie a success.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever. They didn't even do shit like this with Ghostbusters, okay? And if they would have made maybe 20, 30, 50 more million, it would have been okay. But, like, this is insane. And has it worked, though?
I have no idea. We're talking about it, so, listen, it must have
I've seen on PlayStation Network, they gave you a super discount to get Predator also. It's like $8.99 to buy it or something. Yeah. It's insane. And look, we're talking about it so much. I just want to go out and buy it already. Well, just because I want to talk about it.
It's true, but somebody made a really good point, and I think this was on a couple of YouTube channels, and I was like, that's probably what they should have done. And it seems so obvious when you say it that you would think that it's not something that the general public came up with, but it was something that they actually were going to go with, but they didn't. And I really don't know why. Maybe they thought about it. I don't know. But someone said, they went to the trouble of saying that there's a person in this pod. Why wasn't it Dutch?
Right. Well, no, I'll tell you why, though. I'll tell you why. We have an answer for that. Remember when Shane Black was like, oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to be the main thing of this movie? And he was telling everybody this is going to be fantastic. And then when he had lunch with him, it was a different story. It was all bull crap. Supposedly, Shane is blaming the movie company, saying that they felt he was too old. And they wanted to offer him a cameo against what he wanted, supposedly. He said no. And then when they found out he's doing the new Terminator, they were all upset, like, oh my God, we should have had him in this movie. We need to get him in the sequel. Hope this movie has to do well because we want to sign him for the sequel, right? So what I'm thinking is, so that's why they don't want to mention Dutch at all, period, because he said no and they were offended. But I'm thinking that they are trying so hard to make this movie a success, not to make this movie a success, but so that they can get money to do a sequel with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Because if it does like more than expected, then they can say, all right, now we can get the money together and give him a payday. I think that's what they're trying to do.
Well, that's my point, though. I mean, it would have made more sense, because he didn't have to be in the pod. It could have just said Dutch on it, and then there you go. You don't have to have Schwarzenegger for that. And they probably wouldn't have gotten him for that because his face was covered by the stupid face hugger thing. So
I don't know what Shane was thinking, Black. I don't know what the hell. This guy, because I really thought Arnold was going to be in a big part. And then I got mad. I got really genuinely mad at him.
Well, there was another ending, apparently, where he was supposed to roll up and be like apparently one of the other endings that they were talking about before all this craziness with Ripley and Newton them was that at the end of the movie when they, defeat the Predator, they were supposed to look up in the sky and see all these Yautja ships, right? And apparently Dutch was supposed to roll up and be like, come with me. And that was how the movie was going to end.
With the Predators?
Apparently with the Predators invading. Yeah.
He was with the Predators or against the Predators?
No, he rolls up to the new characters and says, come with me. And
rolls up? What do you mean? Just walks up to them?
Like he rolls up in a car.
Oh, that's
or
weird.
Something stupid. And then he's like, come with me, because he knows what's going on. I guess.
Some stupid, come if you want to live or some crap like that?
Yeah, something like that.
A Terminator?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like,
what?
That's really stupid.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Right.
And then I was like, well, if you really wanted to go nuts and have 3 people in pods or something, you could have had Dutch. You could have had the guy from Predators. He made his way off the planet somehow. Or you could have had, like, Danny Glover or somebody like that.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
Donald Glover, excuse me.
Right.
But, like,
No, Danny
Ripley-
Glover. Danny Glover.
Donald Glover, I mean. The one who was in Predator 2.
Danny Glover.
Was it Danny?
You're thinking about the other Donald Glover that was
I am thinking
Lando.
about the wrong one. Yeah, you're right.
Danny Glover, yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, why wouldn't they do that? Like, why the hell are you throwing Ripley into this? Unless you're just trying to make a universe, which, you know.
Which, look, you know, obviously we've been dying to have Ripley back with Alien, but, I mean, and I've talked
with the
about...
xenomorphs.
No, I know, but we also talk about our own fan concoctions about having them swap. We've said that on the Everything Show before. That's not new.
Well, yeah, but I don't want it this way, though. Like,
no. Not in a shitty Predator movie. That's... So, okay. You know what, Chris, we're going to have to see this movie.
Gosh, but I already know.
I know. But I know, but we have to now because this suck movie we've been talking about for 4 or 5 days now, or more. It's like I want to go out and buy the damn thing. I mean, it's $10, whatever.
Don't go out and buy it though.
Listen, it's like, you know, what the hell is going on? Like, I want to see it. Now.
I'm telling you though, this stuff we're talking about is more interesting than the movie.
I know, but you know what though? We're going to be doing the Real Whovians movie cast.
Yes.
Let's just do that. Let's maybe I'll go buy it and maybe I'll get it. Well, maybe we'll get a thing where we could all see it or whatever. Like we got to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I just now it's like I'm like it's in my head now because we're talking about it every day. How can we not see it? How can we not see it?
So bad though.
I know, but how can we not see it?
Because I've seen most of it already.
I know, but we gotta see it. I gotta see it. Gotta see it. Listen, if I didn't get screwed, I'm gonna tell you this is off connected, not connected. If I didn't get totally screwed by ordering a movie on the PlayStation Network, where I ordered Doctor Who, and they screwed me, where they said for a New Year's Day special, because I'm in America, I'm not allowed to see it till the 2nd. I'm genuinely pissed off right now. I had to see it some other way, right? I am literally pissed. Well, I don't want to pay for a crap right now on that. And I'm not to blame PlayStation, but I'm pissed. So, I mean, I could literally easily, boom, get the Predator and watch it. And I don't want to now because I'm aggravated. So, I would have to go and buy it, genuinely, and have a physical copy. Physical damn copy. I have to see this movie. This movie's driving me nuts now. People talking to me about it. I can't answer because I didn't see it. You know? What do you feel?
It's so bad though.
People are asking us, talking to stuff in the comments. I mean, we didn't see it. I gotta see this.
You're gonna hate it.
It doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't matter. This is, you know what? This is one of the few times that I spent money for my brand because we're doing it. I need to do research. So we're going to be doing the Real Whovians movie cast. I need to pay for this and see this. I have to see this. This is driving me nuts. You know? It's just driving me nuts. It may be really bad. I have to. I just have to. Maybe I'm torturing myself. I don't know, dude.
All right.
I don't know. I have to see it, dude. I have to. I've seen every Predator. It's like it's sacrilege that I wouldn't see it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
if we seen Shin Gojira, we could see this. That was ridiculous, Chris.
That was ridiculous.
That was more ridiculous than anything in history. That's ridiculous. Except for maybe Godzilla vs. Wolfman, which glad that didn't come out. But anyway.
Hey, that would have been cool.
That guy still thinks it's coming out.
Who?
He says he's got 10 hours of footage.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure they do.
He says he has 10 hours. He's trying to get them to do it right now because Godzilla's hot again.
Well, I mean, he might be right. I mean, maybe it is.
Listen, first of all, Godzilla is hot right now. But you know what? I don't think Toho would say before this movie comes out, yeah, let's put it out.
Oh no, it wouldn't come out before King of Monsters, but
After.
I could definitely see that being something that they put out after Godzilla.
I would buy it because it's way better than it is better than Shin Godzilla any day, but probably. But.
Well, I mean, like for a Godzilla movie, yeah. Like as a movie in general, I wouldn't say that. But, you know.
Yeah. That other thing looked pretty damn good for a TV series. That Godzilla thing, you saw that? That looked pretty damn good. So, all right. So, you know what? I'm gonna make a decision for me. Not speaking for you, Chris, but I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see Proud.
I mean, I'll watch it, but I'm gonna
under duress. I know.
Buy it, though.
You're not happy about it. I know.
I'll find a way to watch it. Like either.
It's like you have to pick that skib, and you know you got to pick the skib. No, I'm just kidding. I know. It's like homework. I know.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's just watching a movie.
I know.
I've seen the key parts of this movie, and I know the plot, and it's one of the most asinine things I've ever heard. Like for real. Like predators trying to find autism is like
Jesus.
the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Jesus.
Just saying.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what? It's going to be one of the movies we review in the Real Hoovians movie cast. All right.
We're going to start off with that.
No, we're not going to start off with that.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's
not going to be the first. I mean, here's the thing, and I've talked about this on air too. We have to do these casts, and I'm not going to do it where I'm going to say a movie we're going to see it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do casts if you and Scott seen the stuff. So that way, if you've seen it already, then I'll spend my own money to see it. Because I don't want it to be the other way around. Because I don't want anybody to feel like this is a job. This is going to be fun. So if you decide, hey, I'm going to go see Bumblebee, and Scott's seen Bumblebee, and Alex seen Bumblebee, and everybody and their mom's seen a Bumblebee, then I'm like, well, I'm going to go see Bumblebee. And then we're going to review Bumblebee. But it's going to be you seen it first. And then I'm like, and then you say, all right, well, I saw Into the Spider-Verse. I saw this. I saw that. What do you want to review? And I'm like, all right, I'm off. I'm going to go see this now. And that's what we're going to do.
That sounds good.
That sounds great. What did you see recently?
I haven't really seen much recently because I've basically the next two movies I'm probably going to go see are Dragon Ball Super and Glass.
Well, Glass we're definitely going to go see me.
Yeah, which might be back-to-back.
That's January 18th.
Yeah.
We're going to go see that. All right, so at some point in the foreseeable future, I'm not going to even say strictly January, we are going to do the Real Hoovians movie cast. I'm not even going to say how many we're going to do. It's just, if it happens, even if you see a movie on TV that's big, or something, and okay, and I'll go see it too. Or even if it doesn't even have to. It could be even a Netflix thing, like Bird Box or whatever the hell that thing is that everybody's talking about. What is that? With Sandra Bullock?
I have no idea.
Everybody and their mother's talking about that.
That's why I haven't watched it because I'm like,
Jesus, what is this movie I'm hearing about? So, and then the other one too. They're talking about Black Mirror. That's a Christmas special, whatever it is.
Bandersnatch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My son loved it. And everybody's kind of loved it. Philip loved it. Everybody's like, oh my God. And I'm like, Jesus. So, yeah. And so that's the 2019 plans, the Real Hoovians movie cast. Also, the plans are for me to integrate all the video gaming stuff into a nice little bowl, shine it up real nice, and put it on the third channel. Right now, I just don't know how to figure out how to put it on a different YouTube channel for my PlayStation Network. Not that bright when it comes to that. I'll figure it out. But for now, you see all these video games on my regular channel, which, whatever. And yes, I saw Doctor Who, and I'm waiting for everybody else to see it too, which, very surprised, I must say. But I'm not going to say anything else. What else, Chris?
By the way, BBC America, not a smart move to go up against SmackDown. Just saying.
Yeah. And not a smart move to force my PlayStation to not let me see it, even though I paid for the effing thing till tomorrow, which I already seen it anyway. But I will never, ever, ever buy Doctor Who on PlayStation thing again because you a bunch of liars, but whatever. Okay. Mad about it. I'm still mad. I'm hot about that. Really hot about that. Because yesterday I paid $5 for it, right? Now, I know I was buying the thing. So they're like, they're like, oh, you're not going to see it till it's ready. But they sent me this thing about them all singing Jingle Bells and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then it's like the Christmas and Santa say, and the Doctor, the TARDIS, and guys, where's the friggin' New Year special? And it's like, all right, I went to work. I was like, you know what? I can't wait to come home, watch this on my TV. I had my pizza. I had my soda. I was ready to go. I was.
Oh, so
happy.
You did get the 2 slices of pizza.
Dude, I bought a whole damn pie.
Oh, damn.
Eating it by myself, ready to go. Click the thing, and it's like, I'm sorry. You're not authorized to see this until January 2nd. I fucking lost my shit. I got pissed. Because Sharon came in, she says my face was red. Like my blood pressure was through the roof. Like burning red tomato. I was fucking hot. But I watched it on TV. On my phone, whatever. And I was pissed because I wanted to watch it on the big screen. I was like, whatever. But you know what? All right. I still loved it. But, we'll talk about that later. So that's that. Aquaman, what is he? Is he a billion yet?
Probably.
I don't know what's happening with that.
You know what it is? Somebody made a really good point a couple of days ago, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's true. James Wan. I mean, he's an Asian director, so that's why it's probably exploding over there.
He knows what he's. Isn't that the guy that did the Conjuring movies?
Yes.
He made them all $1 billion.
Yeah.
He's the reason there is a Conjuring universe.
Yeah.
Basically.
Even though that might not be lasting for much longer, but
Yeah, he's not doing it anymore.
Well, I mean, these last few that they did apparently were not as as good as they could have been.
Yeah, the Nun. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, I don't.
And now Annabelle 3 is actually the Conjuring 3, but it's not really the Conjuring 3, but it's got the people from the Conjuring in it.
Oh, well.
That's a little confusing. Yeah, and it's not considered the Conjuring 3, so. All right. Oh, did you see the trailer for Us?
No.
Peele's follow-up to Get Out. I mean, not that it's a sequel to Get Out. It's like his next movie. That is awesome horror movie. That looks great. I guess today's a slow news day because it's New Year's Day, right? There's nothing else that we have, right?
Not that I know of. Oh, right. Stranger Things stuff, though.
Yes. There was
coming out July 4th.
That's great. I like the poster. It's nice.
Yeah.
I love that show. That's a great show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we will be back tonight when everybody's seen it. Chris, when you see it, let me know if you see it tonight.
Will do.
And I know waiting for Scott and everybody else in America that didn't see it. And then we will do I can't wait to see what everybody thought of it. We will do our Real Movies Cast resolution review. So that's going to be exciting. All right. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.